Hey guys, in this video I'm going to teach you how to execute the Halosar Trap and destroy black with a good position, or you may even win the game. So without further ado, let's get started. But before we do that, hit the subscribe button, like it, share this video with your friends, and comment down below because I would love to hear your feedback. Now let's get started. D4, D5, and now we give up our pawn. And this is called the Blackmore Deemer Gambit or the Halosar Trap. Black usually takes this, and now what we do is attack the pawn. And then black usually just defends the pawn. He doesn't want to give away that one pawn advantage. So what we do is we give up this another pawn, and we're opening up the F file, but as you can see, this isn't open, so his queen cannot get here because of his pawn. So, do you know how we take? We take with our queen. And now, black can easily just swoop up here because our queen was protecting it, but now she's not. And this is a part of our plan. We want to give black another pawn. Okay? Now this is what happened. And then we do bishop e3. And now there's a trap that black can do. And we do this because once this queen moves out from this rank, we will castle queenside, and then the rook will just have all of this file. So now we know what to do for ourselves. Now we should figure out what black wants to do for himself. This is the trap. Now you should castle in this position. Even though this is part of plan with the trap, now this is what happens. The bishop swoops in and skewers your queen and will win either your queen or rook. But now we play a power-packed move. Knight to b5, and if black gets a little overexcited and takes the queen, then you give checkmate. And it's game over because, well, he's in danger and he can't move here because our goal was just to occupy the D file. So let's go back and see what he could have done in the position. Black can take the knight, but if he does this move, then, well, you take the queen, and then once he blocks or something, just get your queen out of danger, and if takes, then just help your rook survive. And the other way goes around. If the rook is captured, then you save your bishop. But now, let's go to what black could have done again. In this position, black could have done e5, trying to get some space for his king so that this doesn't work. But now we still take the pawn. Knight takes c7 check. King to e7. Queen takes, and if the queen takes it, then once again Bishop to c5, check, and mate. The knight occupied these two squares. The king is in danger, and we seal off this file, as per mentioned. Let's go back and look at the variation that black also might have done. The best move for black in this position is actually knight to a6, guarding this pawn. But since we moved here, this cuts the connection of protection on the b7 pawn. So now what we do, we take it, and rook, if this happens, then we take it, and then once the knight takes, and that's his only option, then once again it's checkmate. Now let's see what he could have done. L. After this move, he could have just done rook to c8. Rook to c8. But does that help? Well, unfortunately, it does not. Queen takes c8. Check. That won't work. If you do that, that won't work, because bishop will just take you. So let's go back. Instead, you should do queen takes a6, takes the knight, and then once if black tries to take your a rook, then it's mate in one. It's pretty easy. Even a noob could do this, mate, and it's checkmate. If a player knew only how to move the queen and how to capture with the queen and what is checkmate, then in one move this beginner could find the checkmate itself. Now let's go back and see what black could have done again. In this position, black can obviously just take the rook, and now what happens is you do queen takes e8 check, we take the rook again, and then king to d7 is the only move, and then knight takes a7 since this is guarded, and you should be able to win from this position because we're attacking the bishop, we're attacking this knight, and these pieces are of absolutely no use. You can develop much quicker, and I think you could win this game pretty easily from here. Now, another variation what black could have done is, back in this position, black could have just done queen to e4, and then to minimize the damage, black is looking to trade queens. Should you allow him to trade queens? Of course not, because if you do, well then your attack is gone and black is still up his 2 pawns, and then your rook will be in danger. So what we do from here is we take the knight instead, and then if black takes the rook, then this is what happens. King takes it, and in this position, it can also happen rook to d8 check, and then bishop to d3. And now it's even. It's practically even. Even though black has your rook, still even in material, and white is better in development. And even though black is up the exchange, you still have 4 minor pieces. And minor pieces to me are as equal to a rook. 2 minor pieces are like 2 rooks to me. And 4 minor pieces, as we have in here, are like 4 rooks to me. So I think you should win this game pretty easily. Okay, now let's go back. In this position, black can also try queen takes e3, giving a check. And then once king to b1, now black has to do something about this pawn because it's getting attacked, and black doesn't want his rook taken. So what you do is queen to c7. What black does is queen to c7, and then queen to b7, bishop takes, and once black takes your rook, queen takes a8, and check, king to d7, and then knight to c3 to block this checkmate threat.